Okay, okay, I think we're good. I think we're live. Perfect. Let me make sure everything else is functional. Okay, cool, cool, cool. There we are. Super cool. You could see Odin Chapel, the Hunter's Workshop, and Grand Cathedral. You know, you could definitely tell they tried to make them stick out a little. At least the models are compared to the rest of the skyline. I don't know how noticeable this is though when you first get to this area. At nighttime, it's neat. Okay, so there we go. I was kind of wondering at what point does Big Boy appear? Looks like it doesn't appear until after you touch down. Which again, not unreasonable. I don't remember if these flames are active during daytime. Yeah, I don't remember if these things were lit during the day. Same with the lamps here. I imagine being the guy that has to light that one there. It's so funny having just a bunch of lamps. Yeah, that's funny. Unfortunately, I don't have a character with one of these during the initial daytime. Honestly, I think that's what I need to do. I need to create 4 characters. They all get the thing, and then we beat the game and restart. And just make it where it's like, okay, this is the character for this time of day. This is the character for that time of day, right? We got this guy for our nighttime. What? I can't believe that happened. There's our blood-starved beast area. Lol. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. The bridge doesn't block the church like that. I forgot how it actually looks from there. Hey, Abyss. Yeah, you seen this? They just slapped that bridge right in front of the church. I do remember that Yharnam is at a lot higher elevation from old Yharnam's position than it is from here, but I completely forgot about the bridge. I'm actually impressed that they didn't see me. No, but this is hilarious. This is the type of stuff I'd hope a remake would fix. Yeah, the raw position I don't mind as much because, you know, there's always going to be artistic license with how you want to show things. Like I think they probably do that with Forbidden Woods from Bergenworth and stuff when you see the windmill and things, right? So I don't mind the exaggerated stuff. For me, it's just like though, like I could just see the church. It's like right here. Like it's not leaving much to the imagination. I have a bridge that is. I don't think you can even get through the entrance. I think the entrance to the church is probably blocked or something. Yeah, it's got this giant pillar thing in the way, right? That's the part where I'm just like, oh, okay. They also don't really show you the river from up here, unfortunately. Like a mini scale, I made it from a magnum opus mod. Oh, that's cool. It's always nice when you have mods like that. Right, because like you got the church and stuff here, right? Yeah, I don't think those trees are significant. I'm trying to remember where exactly the delineation with Yahar Ghul is. I don't think it's there, right? Right, because you have Odin Chapel here. Somewhere over there should be the Hunter's Workshop. Actually, no, because Hunter's Workshop is technically... Yeah, Hunter's Workshop's technically, yeah. So Hunter's Workshop should be technically like somewhere in that area behind the chapel, right? Yeah, so somewhere around there should be Yahar Ghul, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, aren't the doors? Yeah, the doors to Yahar Ghul are like right down there next to the church, as I recall. So yeah, Yahar Ghul should be like back there. Okay. You can see the ocean from this ridge. Yeah, you can see it from several places. Cathedral Ward as well. It's always nice when you can see the ocean, or at least I assume it's the ocean. It might just be like a river or a lake or something. I don't know, right? Like, they're not overly clear on all the geography. Like, this is hilarious. I didn't realize you can get this close to the Church of the Good Chalice from here. Like, this is absolutely hilarious. No wonder they have to put that giant tower on the bridge there, because you have to go through the sewer through here. All right. They forgot to add water to the ocean too in Central Yarmo. That's funny. Yeah, that's just crazy to me. Like, maybe I knew this already, but I don't remember. That's the problem with my goldfish memory. How many times have I rediscovered the same thing? I bet you if you went through all my streams, you would just find so many instances of me just having the same reaction to stuff. And I already have shots of these guys, but I really like the illumination here, and I don't remember what the lighting was quite like. All right. Now, this has always been all manners of what the fuck. Yeah, and you always have Yarnum with its wonderful fences blocking front doors. But like, look at this building. It's got a giant overhang on it. This is so funny to me. That's not... that's not even touching the floor. Oh god, that is so scuff. That's a new one to add to the list of scuff for this one. Also, disappearing god rays, you love to see it. Remember guys, Bloodborne is a perfect game with no flaws in it whatsoever. Remember, chat. A lot more hearts on this than you'd think. The funny part is I'm like 99% sure most of this stuff, like these two bridge things, whatever they're supposed to be, I'm pretty sure they don't exist, right? Because maybe whatever's up there exists. That I don't recall. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to remember where exactly. Oh, I guess that explains why there's a chair down here later, huh? I wouldn't be surprised if they make this chair model disappear for what's her face when she has to go have her baby. Because it is funny to imagine that she just basically somehow manages to pull up a chair, but if the idea is like, oh, there's already a chair down here. It's like, oh, okay. At least it's, you know, then you have to wonder why the hell they're throwing out a perfectly good chair, but hey, at least it's more believable. Okay, who's the asshole that stacked the books up like that? What if my book's at the bottom of that pile? That is such a pain in the ass to have to go through. Yeah, because Odin Chapel is supposed to just be here, right? The Tomb of Odin or whatever it's called, right? And they just put all this clutter crap in the way. But you have, like, Eileen still looking down from here for where she's supposed to face what's-his-face. Also, I did not realize how low poly they made this from here. Like, oh my goodness. Hey, there's the other gate. Yeah, like all this looks wrong. Pebbles. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. See a little bit of the water line, I think, here. There's still this travesty. This absolute travesty of a setup with these buildings. Like, holy hell. Yeah. You can see the water here, though. It doesn't look as obvious. But you can still see a little bit of the glisten. Some BB early maps is just floating spots and you can't see Central Yarnum from Cathedral Ward. I mean, I assume the idea is that is Central Yarnum there, right? So I just don't know whether or not they went to that much effort to like make an accurate, you know, representation of the map that we actually explore. They just like get a, I'm pretty sure they're just happy with having a collection of buildings that look like a skyline. Yeah, there's a shot that's like really cool that Mef's Wiki has. Uh-huh. A little bit inside I have here. Oh! Not enough for that stuff to appear, though. Uh-huh. All right. They made the same mistake with the Hunter Dream. They forgot to add water texture. You can only see rocks moving under the map. Oh, that's funny. To be fair, you don't really see much in the Hunter's Dream anyway, so... Oh. Mm-hmm. Why do I keep doing this? You've got to be kidding me. Where'd you go, asshole? There we go. Oh, damn. It broke the lock on. Oh, well. Hey, someone forgot to light the lamps. Wow, it's amazing how much you stand out in this lighting compared to the evening lighting. Maybe twilight would be the better word. Yeah, bloody axes. We already have shots of that though, so I'm not too concerned. Papa. Oh, for as a kind of call for help thing? Yeah, they do that in the dungeon. Yeah, they do that in the Chalice dungeons with like the guys with like the crazy lanterns that kind of just like do the Dark Souls 3 Watchman alert type thing. So yeah, I could see that happening. Probably for the best they cut it though. I had to check with Myth and stuff on any like good shots of the flame sprayer and you know, double barrel gun. Oh, I have to include the beast warding incense. That's a good reminder. I forgot to put that in my outline for Tumaru. Okay, TKN, but just know you're gonna get banned. Don't much care for troll baiting. Wolf. Man, what the hell did I do to his throat? Alrighty. Yeah, they do have at least from here, they definitely have a better show of the actual map. Oh, you. There we go. There we go. Shining coins. Oh, it's so hard to get a good view of everything here, though. God, they put so much rocks. I can't tell if that's actually like blocking the way or no, that has to be blocking the way because you see it under stuff. So yeah, they just put this giant like monument texture that's like blocking all the map here. Plus this like this non-existent bridge. Honestly, that's the craziest part for me. Like, what exactly was the idea here? Like, what? Were you going to build another bridge? Was this just like a courtyard and it was going to like curve right over here and you would just have, I guess, oversight? Right? Like, I'm not... I don't see the vision. Oh, wow. Never mind. The Church of the Good Chalice is just missing now. They just replaced it with that giant circular thing down there. Is there multi-stream on other side, or do you stream solely on YouTube? I stream solely on YouTube. I would definitely wouldn't be opposed to multi-streaming, assuming I can figure it out. Oh, what's this here? Ow. Oh, that's too early, but whatever. Ah, damn. Oh, man lost his bone. You playing on PC? No. So, this is technically the PS4 version being played on PS5. Early BB have more stuff, cans and things. Yeah, I can see cannons being mounted. I could definitely see something like that. Though again, I don't know if unless there was like a cannon explosion, right? Like, you know, someone accidentally like, I don't know, lit the tinder or whatever. And there was like some terrible accident. I still don't see how that led to this, you know? Granted, this could be worth mentioning as a content if there were specifically plans to have cannons here, because then you can make at least a meta commentary that like, oh, the developers had cannons here, so they probably gave the idea of like, oh, they put up cannon emplacements, but like it exploded or something, right? Like that, I'm like, okay, I can buy that. This is also so funny to me, the messenger statues they just have here. I would explain, that would explain the choice of a corpse with this here, because like look out and be like, I'm going to shoot at like 90 degrees to the west or something. Can I send something to you via DM? I mean, Abyss, you have me on Discord or whatever, don't you? Like you've messaged me before, I don't mind. Yeah, I have no problem with people sending me things, just know I might not respond. Like, yeah, there's definitely like emulators and stuff, but like, again, I'm too small-brained to figure out all that jailbreaking crap. I'm perfectly happy playing it like this for now. But I will say, if it ever does come to PC, man, am I jumping on the first camera bot that comes out, whether it's Lance or whoever. God. Elden Ring spoiled me with camera mods. Dark Souls 3, though, doesn't have the worst when it comes to the cheat engine stuff. But man, I would feel so happy to be able to do the same with Bloodborne, you know? Anyway, yeah, Biz, don't worry. If you want to message me about stuff related to these cannons and stuff in that specific area and things like that, feel free to, because I will include it in the... I will include it in Healing Church. The article's gone through, like, I think 1 or 2, like, small updates. So, like, what's another one? What's one more? Hey, hi, man. How you doing? Look, you have evil bro named Muck. I don't know. I would say that my name should be Mockery then. Oh yeah, for getting screenshots in DS3, sure. I use Cheat Engine. I mean, between Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, and Dark Souls 3, I've been in these games, like, legitimately so much. It's like, oh, yeah. I don't want to have to go through playing this again, even if I want to do it legit. But it's just like, oh my god. It's like, just get me over to the area I need the shot for. Too bad these guys never learned how to ascend ladders. It's a shame. Truly tragic. Where the hell does the light for this one go? Oh, it's so bright. It's so bright and there's no justification for it, which is funny because they do put lamps in like these types of things all the time, but for some reason this one they're like, nah. Jesus, evil bro, is it Jekyll and Hyde? Would be fitting for Bloodborne, don't you think? Ow. I think you need like 20 or whatever to see like the madness crap here. Thank God Meth got a good shot of that. Oh my god. Don't make me waste another bullet. Haunt lamb spell in BB from Warcraft. Is that the one that turns you into a lamb? Like you turn into like a sheep or something? Because they did something, I know they did something similar in Ratchet and Clank, so. Everybody turns into a chicken. Okay, I didn't miss anything here. Played Sekiro? Yeah, I played a little bit. Mm-hmm. There we go. Mm-hmm. It is when you see a little bit of holes in there. I forget if this character has been to Yahar Ghul yet. Maybe we have to go back to the lantern and find out. I already killed the guys here. Okay. Saves me the trouble. Enemies not you into sheep. Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry if I was implying that, you know, the user turns into a sheep. And there's Upper Cathedral Ward, my beloved. Funny how they went out of the way for this one. You don't see the Hunter's Workshop connection, though, to it. At least not good. Oh. Sorry, sir. Go back to your sleeping. Oh yeah, it's even funnier because oh yeah, it's even funnier because this is technically, yeah, this is the building. Yeah, this is the building where they connect to the thing here, but it's not actually. It's not actually that. Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, it's right here. Yeah, I don't think there's actually that tower there in connection to it either. I'm pretty sure we've been up there though, but I guess we can always double check. Yeah, this door's open at least. Yeah, I've been up there. I will after the stream, Abyss, don't worry. Ah, that's the way there. Don't care about that. Oh. Hello. Yeah, that looks like, yeah, those are the rooftops and stuff we were climbing originally. Let's deal with these guys up here. Oh! I forgot about you. I need to turn on UI. Alright. No great ones here. Oh, damn. Got a little distracted by the other guy. Alright. Come on. God, it feels so weird not having my rune that gives me back bullets. Alright. Yeah. Psychotic laughter all around. Oh my god. Hey, Healing Church, do your job. Deal with your rebellious sword already. Why am I cleaning up after your mess? Yeah, it's all my fault. Always blame the Loki. I wonder if there are any details on these guys' legs beneath the stuff, or if they, it's purely, it's purely just kind of like two shoes attached to a cloth. Yeah, so over here, there's the hunter's workshop, right? Got Gerben's giant ass tree. You can't really see the shop though, at least at this lighting. I remember you could see it more easily before. Now it's slightly further away from where it should be. They also include graves, which were obviously not included in the final product. See the little... It's really hard to see with this thing, but you can see a bit of the gravestones they had there. Is he a woman? I would assume not. Uh-huh. Yeah, there's a clearer look there. There's the upper section there, right? Yeah, so Gerben's workshop, they move a little farther away, considering you technically access it just through here, so it should be a little bit closer, pretty sure. Oh god. Oh, I never even noticed that before. That's quite something. Yeah, just Somebody just decided, you know what, I'm gonna stop. Just stop modeling. Yeah, so this should be to Upper Cathedral Ward, but I don't remember if you actually go through there. I'm pretty sure this is you enter through in front of there, but I don't remember the exact setup. God, this area looks so much darker without the torch guys here. It's been a while since I've traveled around this area at night, so it is a good thing to kind of like get a sense of how everything looks. I generally try to get shots of everything at the earliest time I can, right? Once again, though, there are a lot of shots I would love to get, like what Meph gets, you know? Meph and Friends. But unfortunately, I don't have the, you know, I don't have the camera mod resources to recreate those shots so easily. Yeah, so that's all Yahar Ghul back there. Messages get good. It's always get good. Also, you gotta love how they completely changed up how this looks, right? You got now the bird statue from like old Yarnum here, which again, I'm pretty sure you don't see that statue used anywhere outside of old Yarnum. So very funny that they have it there for this low poly version. Yeah, and you get a bit more of like these mining resource and stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was probably a plan to have Gurman's workshop probably have a different route, if I had to guess. Anyway, so to answer Farland's question, is the too big of a question for right now, but what is the message of BB, assuming it has one? I'm not usually the person to ask about like these big thematic things, especially when I haven't like fully written out my thoughts on like, you know, the actual lore and narrative and all that stuff. But generally I would say that, you know, there's the obvious. Miyazaki always has this one consistent theme, which is always, you know, stagnation, you know, accept the flow, moving along, right stuff, right? I would say though that there's a added qualification that he doesn't necessarily have in Dark Souls, which has evolved in the narrative of Bloodborne, which is be prepared, like know what you're getting into and be prepared for it, right? Because one of the core conflicts of the game is the fact that you have all these people who achieve, you know, godlike status, but now that they've jump started themselves to the end of evolution, they now realize what they've lost. You know, it's kind of like that thing where it's like, you know, the journey is like half the battle and stuff like that, you know, those types of old cliches, right? Like, you know, something's only meaningful because you go through the trial and effort to obtain it. So if you kind of are just given the reward, it sort of loses all its meaning, right? That's kind of a similar idea there, is that yes, you don't want to be stagnant and be stuck here at that point, but you know, if you're trying to go too fast, if you're trying to take things you know, not at the proper pace for you, the result will be you feeling more loss in the end, right? As a result, in this case, it's the fact that they lose you know, progeny and children, right? Great ones no longer have the ability to have a future, right? Because they are the future, right? They are there, right? And so it becomes that much of an obsession for some of them, at least, to obtain children at whatever the cost. And so for us who can become a great one ourselves, there's sort of kind of like this message of, yes, you know, you want to embrace, you know, transcendence, you know, transcend your human limitations and all that stuff, you know, aim for the good, you know, the radiance of the stars and all that stuff, you know, reach for the stars, as it were. But, you know, just, you know, be ready for what that means, right? So I think it's one of those things where it's like, you know, becoming a great one in itself is not necessarily good or bad, right? One might even argue that it would be objectively an ideal, but it comes at cost, and you have to be willing to accept what those costs are. And are you more than just, you know, spiritually centered for that, but if you are, I guess you could say mentally prepared. The Cathedral Ward Church still have the old elevator looming. Yeah, there's still that shortcut. There's still that shortcut that you can see. I can't remember if you can see it from certain angles of Cathedral Ward or just Upper Cathedral Ward, but yeah, they do have that. Yeah, I think special on this door design. But again, from what I recall, it's basically just you take a staircase up, wrapped around. Yeah, like I'm technically, yeah, close to the level. Yeah, we're close to the level here. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure, I don't think the path we take is enough to get us past that gate. And I'm pretty sure that gate is where we have to stop. So again, I think there's a little bit of cheating here. Again, I'd be very curious how a remake would handle this, right? Because we've seen Demon Souls, right? But Demon Souls has the benefit of being areas that are mostly, you know, kind of self-contained, right? So everything was kind of already like mostly kind of worked out in its proper place and everything. Obviously, when you have Dark Souls and Bloodborne, there's a lot of like, you know, there's a lot of cheating for artistic effect, right? But also just stuff where it's like, oh, you look at close, you're like, no, this really doesn't make sense. Like, you really can't kind of justify this, right? Like, you can't really kind of just hand wave it. So I'm kind of curious how, you know, developers of a remake would, you know, kind of handle that. Would they want to try to recreate all the assets one-to-one, even if they were, you know, maybe add like a little bit of polish, so you want to have like, you know, incomplete textures or something? Or would they try to quote-unquote improve it by trying to make something that is more cohesive as a map where everything is in its proper place and stuff? Because you can't really do that with, like, for example, the destroyed bit of where you get the monocle, except unless your goal was to actually change up the map structures themselves, right? Like, you can't do like what Demon Souls Remake does and try to keep the maps being one-to-one and just change up some of those details. You know, all the superficial stuff. Yeah, it was fascinating for me going through the old dialogue for Bloodborne. Because I remember when that stuff was first discovered at the time, right? It was getting translated. It was very neat for me to kind of like, you know, especially at that point I had like absolutely zero knowledge of what the hell Bloodborne was even about. So it's a very interesting first exposure, right? It's funny, I think the only thing I really remember from that time was first looking up ROM. I think there was just something very, because that ROM would like come up every now and then, at least in the script or stuff I would be reading, or what I think like Sophie would be talking about or something. So when I finally looked that up, I remember, oh wow, this definitely looks very different from like Dark Souls. It was a very fun experience for sure. Right. Do you even see the destroyed bit from over here? Not really. They cover it with a building. Oh, they just cover it up with a building. They still have these assholes though. Oh no, it's even worse than I thought. Because yeah, this is the actual area, right? Like you see the bridge right here. This is right above. This is the thing with the messengers. And you also, there's the incomplete texture. Oh, Bloodborne, why do you keep doing this to me? Oh. This is truly a game where they give you a tool that you're never supposed to use. It's like, no, they don't want you to use this. It only makes the problems with the maps that much more obvious to spot. Oh. I forgot that one of you guys are back here. You know what the worst part is? I remember saying that before. I always forget that guy is there. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Wait. Okay, no, there it is. I was about to be like, where the frick is the... Where are the executioner's graves? I was like, do they not load that in until you're at the area? Like that seems so weird, but yeah, no, it's still here. I mean, that technically means if I go there, I'd probably get spotted by frickin' abductor boy. All right, send the dogs. I'm ready. Never mind, I'm not ready. I'm so used to chalice dungeon damage that like I get like tickled by these things. I'm like, oh, I could survive that. I could take a few of these. Yeah, I haven't done anything involving Canehurst yet, so. Oh, that's neat. I've never picked up they had these like Stella things here before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are some of the floor type graves that they use in some places. Just, you know, generic stuff like little generic lettering and crap. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Hard to tell if these are supposed to be like actual individual graves or just like memorials, right? Right, because they have like similar things here, like little gravestones and stuff. Good old Gurman tree. Nah, just weird ass cloud. Alright, but me? Okay, let's see if I can go to Yargul from here. I'm sure I can. I'm sure I've been there before. Go away. Go back to your haystacks or whatever you do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like 90% of this section here will be blocking the boss arena. And then all these buildings definitely block the rest of it. Like... Yeah, I can't even visualize where exactly... I think it should be somewhere around there where those buildings are. The sewer area where we come up, right? Because it curves this way. Yeah, okay, yeah, it curves this way. Yeah, so... Oh! Alrighty. Okay, I can look at your stuff now, Vis, since we're gonna go through loading screens. Oh, cool, there is a little cannon thing there. That's so funny having a cannon manned by a church servant. Alright. Hypogean. No, that's up here, right? Yeah, okay, we do have it. I've been to Canehurst, actually. Okay, so I have actually made it to the castle. Let's see, look at more of these images. Very funny. All right. Yeah, I see you. Hello, my friend. Fortunately, not trying to get a shot of you today. All right, stick it up the ass. You can take it. Ow! God, somehow still less than in the Chalice dungeons. There we go. All right. The poor people got eaten. Oh, goodness me. This is the second time they do the bunch of dogs in one area gimmick as well. They do this in Hemwick too. It's like, hey, what if the dogs had like additional spikes and shit on them? It's like, oh god, no, please. They're bad enough. Oh. Oh. Sure, whatever. So up there, yeah, there's where we come in through that church area. Yeah, that's all consistent with what I remember. Can't really see much beyond there either. Huh. Oh, bless me. I think it's like, I can't remember if it was Sinclair or Sophie who said it, but it's definitely true. You know, Bloodborne is a game where the plot progresses by opening doors. It's like, the plot is decided by what doors magically open. I don't see much else here. Old Yharnam is somewhere over there, right? So yeah, this is all just like more cityscape. There you go. I love my flat 2D cityscape. Very obvious JPEGs. Yeah, okay, not much else to see down here. You know, we're pretty down low. All right. Mm-hmm. Just do a quick comparison. I just want to make sure I have the right idea of which exact gate this is that you're showing me in these screenshots, Abyss. Alrighty. Moving on. Hello? Oh. At this point getting you to... Oh. Yeah, it couldn't be here. That's what, yeah, okay. That's the other gate, yeah. The other gate to Cathedral Ward, not this one. I can't remember if those explode or not. I want to say no. Pretty sure you just have the oil pots that do the exploding bit. Oh, you can see a bit of the windmills from Forbidden Woods here by Yosefka's clinic. That's ah! Well, at least you know it's a Loki stream. Also, still no Church of the Good Chalice there. It's a church, yeah. Church of the Good Chalice there. They replaced it. It is no more. It is gone with the wind. Yeah, so none of this is really going to be useful for Tumaru, except maybe... I'm pretty sure I already have shots of the incense, though. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. So then we go up here. I don't know why, but something about that sound of that bell I find very soothing. Gone. Oh, that's too early. Way too early. I don't know what you're looking for me. Ah, yeah. There we go. Oh. Whatever. It worked. Objective achieved. God, hitting these things in one go is just a weird feeling. Yeah, I think that you just barely, it's covered by those buildings there. At the very least, it's covered enough that you can justify deloading them. I don't remember there being that circular pattern on those bridges. Might just be my imagination. There's the sewer stuff. There's some of our favorite little ocean things. Oh, they don't have the torchlight stuff on the bridge from this angle. I wonder if they do that even down there. I didn't check. Granted, I was a little distracted by how close the Church of the Good Chalice was to that bridge. Like, goodness me, that's still crazy to me. I do love the Healing Church logo on the ball and chain. Or, well, at least the ball part of the chain. God, that is... The low poly, it hurts. Don't give me this power from software. I can't accept the insight. It's driving me mad. Yeah, so I guess the idea would have to be something kind of like that, maybe. Where they had, like, I don't know, some sort of, like, little curvature at some point. The problem is they really built this out more like, you know, its own separate bridge thing. Granted, I don't think there's anything quite like this model. Maybe I'm wrong, but... don't think we see anything quite like this. Yeah, because these things are more, they've got the open fences. Same with this here. Yeah, just fences blocking front doors. You'll love to see it. Okay, maybe up here. I don't think so. Hello. You know, it all uses the same fencing. So it's nothing quite like what they're doing here. Same time, I don't remember the bridge downstairs being like this either. It doesn't even have like a good excuse for like linking up. You're like, oh, maybe you cross the bridge here and there's like, I don't know, something like a lift or something. Like maybe you could kind of justify that. I don't know. It really is. Especially when you look at the, pretty sure again, this is all missing and this is just like closed up like normal. Again, like I'm pretty sure if we warp over to Cleric Beast's arena, none of this will be here. It looks like the beginnings of a bridge. It looks like it's some older model they had around and decided to use. Another reason to get Bloodborne on PC is for them to finally unlock this goddamn door. It's even, you know, it's insulting because they let you interact with it. I think that's what gets people so riled up. Like if it was just like one of these countless doors that you can't interact with, it's just like, you know, part of the background, sure, fine. But the fact they still let you interact with it, but they're like, oh, it's closed. It's like, yeah, I want to open it. Let me open it, game. Between the incense. Not between those incense though. We don't like those incense. Those are bad incense. Alrighty. Yes, overall, this is not going to help me with my my Tumaru stuff, but I am appreciating kind of like the refresher and things. Just helping remind me of how screwed up Bloodborne's map is. Yeah, we're not doing any Chalice dungeons, so let's just check it out. The Great Bridge. Oh my god. This is faster load times on PS5 too, right? Like I'm pretty sure if this is on actual PS4, it'd be longer. They don't include the messengers here either, do they? Are those the messengers there? That I can't tell now. That it's hard to tell. Other statues, like, yeah, I think those are like low poly versions of them on the 2D stuff. God, I can't tell what those statue models are supposed to be. That one's a bit hard to tell. But yeah, like you have this here. And yeah, they don't even have like any of this stuff loaded in. It's like all just random junk. Like they just want to give you a skyline so you can get the little clear shot of the cathedral tower from here. An iconic tower. God, there's a floating building. Oh, we're so scuffed. There's no getting around the scuffery. It's all just scuffed. Ah, there's our Church of the Good Chalice again. And our bridge blocking it, including the front. Oh, it even blocks the front entrance. That's just c'est magnifique. Yeah, I can't visualize how any of this could have possibly lined up with what we see from Cathedral Ward's side. The real reason that this door is closed is because it would take too long for them to actually load all the proper stuff up there by the time you sprint your ass up through it. So yeah, what happened here? I like how they include the coffin model in there. That's actually kind of cool. Yeah, I got all these missing and dead horses and stuff, you know? Okay, I will say, it is a bit weird when you're looking at these horses, right? Like, is this supposed to be like their spilled guts or something? Because it looks more like stone. And then you got the grass growing out of it. I guess you could argue this is supposed to be like bloodstone and crap, right? But I guess the question would be, why the hell are the horses experiencing it? Right? Or like, how is it that they're spilling all their guts and crap like that instead of just running away like a normal body? We're seeing like a whole bunch of their insides petrify. Or seemingly petrify. And grass growing, you know? Just you know, just one of those things where I just kind of ask like why? What was the thought process? I do like how you can see though some of the flies and stuff though still. I don't know what the hell they were feeding those horses that their blood was that. Were they like also given a bit of the good blood? That's actually a good question I would have, is that if you're already technically a beast, like, can you degenerate further with beast blood? I guess you can, because we see the dogs that the keepers of the old lords keep, and they got some of those beast traits. So I guess it is in fact possible, but it would be interesting if they focused more on that in the future. You know, theoretical Bloodborne 2. Kind of get the idea of what happens when you like I want to see like what a beast rat might look like. Like rat like growing horns or something. Getting like a canine jaw, maybe? Yeah, we have similar destruction and stuff here, which is like, yeah, whatever. I don't think you can blame it on cannons for this one, unfortunately. Damn. There we go. Right up the butt. All right. All right, this was fun, chat. Kind of like just chilling, looking around at Bloodborne. Kind of absent-mindedly, turn off my brain, you know, type of thing. But yeah, unfortunately, I napped through my proper stream time. Very unfortunate for me. I was not expecting that I would actually fall asleep, but I did. So we did not have the hours for us to have a full stream evening to the hours that I've been able to put out recently. So apologies for that. Overall, God, I still love this set piece, but overall, I am happy with the progress I'm making on Tumaru. I'm working on the hunting stuff right now, you know. We're kind of like, you know, trying to process a lot of data we've got there, because, well, what a shocker. There's a lot of stuff regarding hunting you can say about the Tumerians. But it's one of those things that, you know, it's still gonna take me time and stuff like that, you know. I think I do have the organization down set. The only thing I still a bit of a question mark is the Civil War stuff that Tumerians do. Not sure where I'm going to include that. I definitely need to establish it. I can't like save it for like Canehurst or something. I guess maybe I can. Because I think I talked about Canehurst before Yarnum, right? So I theoretically can. Okay, maybe I do have to seriously consider that. By the way, I would prefer, if I can, to have it there so it's like all established. So I don't have to talk about it too much in either Canehurst or Yarnum. It's just like, okay, you've read Tumaru. You guys know what I'm talking about here, right? You guys should, you know, be up to speed. So like that's like probably one of my biggest questions left. Oh, okay. That's just the pattern and stuff they're doing. Cool. My only complaint would probably be that how'd I put it? The sections are getting so big. Like I'm pretty sure hunting and the blood drinking stuff are gonna just have to be separate, because like blood drinking by itself is like 4 pages. How am I not dead? It's already like 4 pages. So hunting is probably going to be like 3 pages of its own, going by my estimation. Because I'm also going to include stuff like wildlife and things. I don't know if trade is going to be like a separate thing or whatever. We'll see how that develops. But like overall, it's just collectively, it's like, okay, there's just so much that I've got in these things. Like I have to divide them up. That's kind of like my complaint, because I would have liked to be able to keep the blood drinking and the hunting stuff together. But you know, it is what it is. The topic takes a life of its own. And it's to be like, God, there's just so much to break down and discuss. It's just overwhelming after a point. Right. So yeah, I'm just gonna be slowly but surely, you know, combing through that, making my way through that material. And until then, you know, I'm sorry I'm not gonna have like any crazy stuff. Good news is, like, I was looking at my Fire Monks doc. I was like, oh, that's already half done. So like that's something I can pump out really quickly. Like I didn't realize like yeah, there's like a good amount in Fire Monks thing, so it'll probably be like twice the size, but it's like twice the size of like, you know, 2 to 3 pages is like nothing. You know, especially when it's like a small analysis already, like that, you know, that makes it infinitely easier and less complex to have to you know, put together. So I'll probably be able to get something Bloodborne related out quickly, and then like I've said before, Blood Saints got 2nd place in the poll, so that'll probably come quickly as well. Like I probably pump that out really soon. It might even be shorter than Fire Monks if I'm being honest. But yeah, we'll see about that, because what am I going to talk about? I'm going to talk about probably Adeline, Adela, Vicar Amelia, and like a little bit of like probably background and stuff that, yeah, I'm probably not going to talk about it for the purposes of the cosmology. Yeah, it's probably just gonna be a little side topic on the end, because, you know, it's kind of like an ancillary thing. Yeah, so that's probably it. Anyway, I've been, you know, it's late. I've been, you know, I unfortunately has slept a bit more, so I'm probably gonna do a little bit more work and stuff before I like probably collapse from exhaustion again. Thank you guys so much for, you know, chilling with me. All you lurkers and chatters out there, appreciate you.